La 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 la. Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake, aka the Reverend Amagon, the minister who's quite sinister, and all in all, equal opportunity offender. Oh, I binary binary music, right? I think that's what it is. And the sounds of 40 megahertz running through me, and it puts me to sleep. But today, I had to get up a decent time. So let's see. We start from Monday, talk about how horrible people on Sunday. About yesterday, my trip north, all the way up to Atlanta Moro, which I get near McDonough. But oh my God, it felt such a long way to go. I couldn't make it there. It was a journey. It was not the destination. The journey was just so long. Cops everywhere. Construction. Channel is hello. Hello. Glad you're here. I wanted to go to Atlanta. Can I? Atlanta Moro off Lake City because there's a farmer's market. Kept driving and driving. Went past the city of Forsyth, a very historical town. Lots of, because I've been there before, I had to go into town to go see a friend of mine in a play years ago. So that's about 45 minutes away from me or so. Drove, I was like, oh my God, I got as far as the Tanger outlets. All the big name stores, reduced prices, they were still closed because it was like quarter till 10. My mom didn't want to go any further. It's like I was waiting to get to the first super Walmart because on the way to Atlanta Moro, there's a super Walmart left side, then a super Target, then another super Walmart. Then McDonough has a Walmart turn off on Mount Zion Road. There used to be a Target, which is now an Asian market. Go around the corner further down, there's a Walmart. And so it wouldn't have everything there. It'd be with all the cops, it would be 2 hours to get there. Didn't make it. Just like so stop Burger King for breakfast, drive through, had to way back. Back to Forsyth, their super Walmart. There's a new pair. I need a new pair of sneakers. Cheap pair of sneakers from Walmart, 15. They didn't have my size, but it was a new design. I like it. I got it today at the other Walmart anyway. They had no Masters of the Universe figures. This super Walmart did not have anything, and I don't remember buying anything. Honestly, the people were nice, but it's like, wow, they sucked. So from Forsyth back into town, I see we went to Michael's. Didn't see much. I forgot to print out a coupon. Oh, I did get something from Michael's. I got one of two. This was 30% off. I want to try to get the other one at 50. Headed back home from the mountains. A bush. That Target can, that was a nice Target. Yeah, you visited it. I got this. The little book things. The other one was Sleepy Hollow, Frankenstein, and Dracula. So it'd be nice. And the books are a little bit smaller. So Dracula book will open up. This will be in between. When it goes 50% off, I'll get the second one. It's from Michael's. I am a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe. There's a picture of me out there. I'll probably post it on Halloween. Of course, I do my reading. I said I was going to do a playlist with Edgar Allan Poe. I'm going to do it for Halloween. But not just Edgar, is all, poems and short stories and monologues. I will. I did update a driver today. Computer kind of didn't like it, but I had to do it. My AMD card, motherboard, CPU, it's fixed, so I can update that. But there's a picture of me as doing the Edgar Allan Poe based on the movie when he had the goatee. So I had the goatee going on, not the mustache. I cannot find the chain. My ex-girlfriend made it. I put the chain. It's not gone. It's somewhere. I'm cool with those books. So maybe if I find the chain, I'll put the chain in there. That would make a lot of sense. So heading back to Hobby Lobby. This is next lobby. And I further to a Super Walmart, a Super Target, Super Walmart, a Walmart, and Walmart. Okay. What came in today? I missed out on because of price. There's no wind-ups. The dude originally had a Pinky and Blinky, the red one, but he wanted too much. So another dude had this one, so I bought Pinky. And this obscure one. Like, okay. So add to my little collection of wind-ups there. I've not seen any superpowers. I've not seen any Masters of the Universe. Went to the good Walmart today. It was better than the Super Walmart in Forsyth, I can tell you that. I mean, but nothing was new. I mean, it's just disappointing. At the other Walmart, I did buy a bag of Dr. Pepper cotton candy. 50% off. I know I did a video on this. I'm quite sure. But for $1.50, something like that. $3.49, $1.75. $1.75 for a bag of cotton candy, Dr. Pepper flavor. I was worth it. Yesterday, I did get this yesterday at Cracker Barrel. The Peanuts Snoopy Salt and Pepper Shaker. Salt and pepper set. Trying to put it back in the box. I did it right. Oh, he's very unique. I believe I had it in my store, but it was like a one-time fling. But you can taste the Dr. Pepper. There's also a company called Bluebell Ice Cream. They have the gallon tub of A&W root beer and Dr. Pepper. So A&W root beer float and Dr. Pepper float. They do have pint for A&W root beer floats, but I was balking at the price, and I have not seen the guy in a couple weeks. I'm going to ask when I see him again, saying, could you get me the A&W one? Because I want to do a video because Adam of Radical Toys saw that and in Canada. And I said, when I see it again, I'm going to get the small one. I know. Dr. Pepper itself is not one to be dealing with because of the sugar and such. I saw a video on Instagram. A guy was suing Mountain Dew because he found a mouse is Mountain Dew, and the reply from Mountain Dew, which they won the lawsuit, a mouse would not dissolve in 3 days in Mountain Dew. So it will dissolve like Coca-Cola. You pour Coke in the toilet on blood stains, on anything else, and it'll eat away all that stuff. I could touch your teeth. So Mountain Dew's the same. Mountain Dew has that whole high sugar intake content thing. Poof. But that's just the way it is. I noticed that because everything is new on a computer, except for, of course, the CPU and motherboard. Thank God I'm not going to replace them anytime soon. And I need more RAM. The computer runs very fast now with the fans because all this stuff needs to be running. I'm not going to dare to get another wireless adapter yet, because think about it. If I did have if everything was straight the first time around, got the proper cable modem / router, and I got the new one matching, that new one I paid for would have been destroyed. And try to replace it, that would have been destroyed too. And so I ended up getting the old one I got, open box, no big deals, never been used, still wrapped around. And it's slow. It needs a driver update, but I'm just kind of like, I already did one driver update today, and it's like, not gonna worry about it. But I also had nighttime, the bandwidth, because when you watch me on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS at 6 p.m. Eastern Universal Time, I'm just blurry. I was like, what the hell is happening again? And I had to close down all but 2 tabs. So I keep YouTube up so I can do because I don't want to log into StreamYard to do a comment there. I just go YouTube, make the comments and such. And then StreamYard, which we're on, which is clear as day. It's crystal clear. But I had to keep up 2 tabs because I was looking up something, close them out. Hey, I'm clear again. I wish my skin was clear again. Really should see a dermatologist. So let's see. We had the 2 ghost monsters. Got the chest, got the books. I took a chance. Entertainment Earth said, if you spend $100, you can get $20 in credit. It's like, woo! So I ordered 3 things. That Wonder Woman statue, which is so beautiful. Something else I can't remember, but I wanted it. Oh, it was Agent Knight, the Transformer Knight Rider crossover. Which, who mentioned? I think it was on Radical Toys. Adam said, "Why is he wearing blue pants?" Is it because Michael Knight wore blue pants? I didn't call him Kid because the whole, I guess, copyright thing. Who knows? But Kid transforms into Agent Knight. So I made it towards that, and I ordered 1 more Death's Head because I have 2 on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm just kind of leery. My last order is like humongous, and in price as well. Oh. But it's like a backup thing. Entertainment Earth, it's always something sold out, and wait for it to get in stock. So I just ordered 1 more, and it also pushed that numbers up, because I would have been short 2 cents from reaching that $100, 2 or 3 cents, because they have that 97-cent thing. Oh, you're short. You need to find something else. Like, fine. I put an extra Deadpool. Can't find Deadpool in the stores. I don't know why. I wanted to get Deadpool so I can put him in the background. I have him in various places because, he would do that because he's Deadpool. I could order Deadpool, but cheaper too. But it was in case something happens and he's canceled on either side. If he's canceled on Big Bad Toy Store, that means I still have a couple that I can send off, and I have none. But if it comes in, I have 1 to open, and if all 3 come in, I'll have 1 to sell. Because I want to open 1 and keep 1 in the box. I love that box. The comic book box is just cool. Oh, you got a joke? What kind of soda kills you? Hmm. Baking soda. Soda. I do not know. I Bonk. Diet soda. A joke and truthful nonetheless. Oh, so true. That's why it's called diet. The word die is in it because the aspartame is screwing up your system. I'll honestly back this up. My friend would drink Diet Coke, Diet Tea, and now his kidneys shut down. So any kind of fake ingredient like that, he's still right now it's 3 p.m. Eastern Universal Time. He's in dialysis right now. It's I don't doubt it. I cannot drink diet stuff. I drank it before. It was a joke when Diet Dr. Pepper had commercials. Diet Dr. Pepper tastes a lot like regular Dr. Pepper. I drank it. No, that's nasty. Then I had a snowball after drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. That was a mistake. It was like no sugar to pure sugar. And I was like, whoa. But I have a snowball ornament. It's on the tree, the skinny tree in the kitchen. I'm just perturbed that ouch. The soup that Super Walmart in Forsyth. Well, I've been there before. I've been there over time. I've been there when it was a regular Walmart on the other end of the store. Then he built the Super Walmart. Didn't have anything I wanted. But it did lead me to see that the sides of my sneakers were broken on the pinky side. Excuse me. That's over $15. I get a new pair of sneakers. Slightly different design. Doesn't have that stupid gel hole on the bottom of it. Because every time I wear those things, the suction go. Because I'm standing on a mat, big old thick mat, the cushion, and I was like, I lose my balance sometimes. So those are just get rid of. Oh, Tannenbaum. Oh, Tannenbaum. This is also, I was waiting for this. So I got to send off a couple of these to the dude that's making heads of me and send him a death's head. He's making heads of me and Cybermen for death's head. And these dudes. These are scale with the character options figures. So this is from episode Doctor Who. These emoji robots, killer robots. $9 a piece. So I ordered them 2. He wanted 2, I got him 2. It was in a Christmas shop, the Tannenbaum holiday shop in Sister Bay, Wisconsin. I mean, wow. These are also 6 years old. He tells me now. It's like, but this old Christmas shop had it. It's like, they're happy I bought it from them. I tell you that. And he's happy he's going to get them. I should send him. I should take a picture. I'm going to take a picture. Not here on the tablet. I saw this Godiva chocolate. Godiva. It's been sitting there for a while. Let's see. Best before July 2024. The camera was still working at the time. Everything was still working at the time. I could have done it. Guess what I'm going to do today? I'm going to do a Godiva chocolate today. I'm almost done with the whippets. They're good. Yeah, that explains that one. I know it's this one. I also know what the other 2 are, but I don't know what the 5th one is. Since I couldn't find it in the store, I don't know why. I got Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. Chuk-chuk. Where I put 1 and 2, I have no idea. It's up there. It's up there. There's somewhere in here. There's part 1 and 2. And there's part 2 on DVD. Only part 2 is available on DVD. I don't know why. I need to sell it. Well, there isn't in the. Okay, I was wrong. The other thing was something I bought yesterday I bought it at the Forsyth Walmart. It was sitting in the toy section, $5. Mixtape. So I have the boombox, which has a mini tape. I love that thing. I was saying, of all the ones I wanted this one. So I had the boombox. Still got a boombox. I love my little MTV boombox. And there goes the tape. I forgot it's not clamped in there. It's sitting in there. I dropped the mixtape. Drop it like it's hot. So the mixtape. Focus. Pivot. 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 Oh. So I got the mixtape. Sitting in a boombox. I love this thing. Then I went, you know what? I'm going to get that Moon Man statue. And I did. The award's been moved to the 11th, September 11. 9/11. So it doesn't interfere with the presidential debate. The debate of idiots. My brother was telling me about what's going on in the UK. I said it's the same thing here. Okay, let's see here. Where's notes? Not notes. He said, I said about the last night after the show, and sometimes the Candyman can hear me. We're typing away. I was talking about how I was using Photopea for my editing of photos. And it's like, it has the specifics, but when I cut the picture from StreamYard, which is a certain size, and follow their templates, it's small. Because when I do it's like big, so you adjust, no big deal. Maybe it's just a little too much for me from a tiny little head. So he recommends putting GIMP back. I had GIMP. I never really figured it out. But try GIMP again. And Affinity Photo. So I'll look at that. And we're talking about how, UK's become a police state, can't say anything and all these things happening. And I'm disgusted at how things are going, and the new world order sadly will become fully functional in 3 years, end of days. I was talking to Candyman, and for the segment 3 of the talk show, which is him and I going over facts, opinions, and solutions, I don't see a solution. Because everything I wanted to do is like, okay, here's the facts about this topic. Here's the topic, facts, opinion, US, facts, opinion, UK, or we'll do vice versa. And it's like, is there a solution to all this? I want, honestly, find a solution to all this stupidity and ignorance for everything we're going to talk about, every subject. And I was so bombarded by thought of, I don't see a solution to this. It has become Orwell's 1984. And then someone posted a picture on Facebook, or it said, Tooth 2024, saying, oh, Orwell's reading a book. and I don't want to get him in trouble for reading the post. We're going to do what we can, so we may not even talk about this right now, because it's the start of the whole insanity. My brother goes, yeah, it's angry. The police and politicians seem to be putting the rights of illegal immigrants over tax-paying British citizens. I said it's the same here. An illegal immigrant can cross over and apply for food stamps because it says so on the forms. One of my coworkers, store, different department, she been trying to apply because she has 2 disabled kids. And she's struggling. But it's like, no can do. So you're going to try again. But it's on the paperwork. And then you get those that lie and cheat their way and still get this stuff. And they look like garbage walking around. Like, really? So you get a Walmart today. It's like, just, let's back away from that. Sad. It's just, in the U.S., the food prices have gone up 25%. Housing has gone up 30%. No one can live because it's eliminating the middle class. While some of us can do what we're doing, but the struggle is there. I paid my credit card. I really need to start selling things. Like this was $5, right? And Sam Gloves. Hello, Sam Gloves. So I bought this for $5, and I'm gonna put it together because I did mixtapes. I did mixtapes for a girl, and ironically, the first song was Turtle Power for the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like interesting twist that I put, and I don't want to change it. So the obscurity of the theme song from the first Turtle movie was on there, and all these love songs to a girl had nothing to do with me. It was high school. So I had to do it. That's all they had left was this. I think they had some Moon Man. The Walmart I went to today, which used to be good, and I was starting to piddle, still better than the other one, had nothing. I don't know. It's the world's just getting worse. The world is a vampire. Speaking of which, I hope I'm not getting mixed messages from my peoples in Las Vegas, because my boss, James Von Bolt, Velvet Chains adversaries, he told me, when I get to Vegas, tell him. And with this temperamental, Lisa Foyles, the joking and everything else, Wow. And I couldn't deal. Well, you had to come back home. I couldn't. Well, of course, on my passenger side, kept saying it's too long. It's too long to get there. It's like, and when I got to Tanger Outlet, it was like that was like supposed to be the halfway point. I just took forever to get. I mean, if I drove another, I need more tape. If I drove another 10 minutes, I know I would have hit that first Walmart. I know I would have. All my clear tape is gone. All my invisible tape is gone. Poopy poop poop poop. Fine. Bigger tape here. Sorry, Sam. I gotta fix this first before I can put the gloves on. That's good enough. I don't want no scrubs. It's just now you can go by and look at your regular stores and see say what the heck's going on here. Because I went to Target today, they still had one Splinters figure, the one of each of the Battle Armor, He-Man, King Kildor, Triclops, and Mechanic. The wave with Masterverse wave with Fisto and Stinkor, and the one new female, and then probably the Butch Tila. And there was like nothing else. They brought in the first wave of the legacy figures from Transformers. Oh, Grimlock appeared again. So the first one and the last one. And there's only one left of Snarl. And if I grabbed all the Snarls, I could probably sell them and say, hey, I can sell it for $30 too. I won't. Wasn't going to do it. I got this. Oh. This is the other company. The faux company. The Surreal Entertainment Company that made these chrome ones with the parts. The chrome can fall off and everything. Red. That's awesome. But the chrome bits fall off. And the box is slightly torn on the side, you know. Oh, it's torn on both sides. Not cool. But you know what? This was the cheapest one I can get at that price. And when I say cheap, I mean expensive cheap. This is for the collectors to go this and that. I'm sad that the box is slightly torn, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. This would replace technically my other Sonic because it has all the fancy stuff, but if I can find this for even cheaper, I'll just tear the box of this one. I'm gonna look. I will look on eBay. I would look on eBay because that's awesome. It has red light because that was in my dream. When the 12th Doctor gave me a Sonic and it had the red beam on it, I said, "What the hell's going on here?" Not knowing what my other self was. Because I would. Well, between, let's see, there are now technically four. Well, for me, there are four Sonic screwdrivers. That one, the one that's silver plated, which is kind of like that one. That's silver plated, that's chrome plated, and back to the gold plated. The dude had it 3 times over. I bought it from him. The custom droids 3PO unit with, you know, the red arm. So if they kept the cartoon one going on, you would have red arm. If I would have done it, the more obscurely would be have another leg and paint the leg silver. That's just me. He had his, I get it. That was another impulse thing. But that's it. I got it. So the other Sonic is there. Adam was talking about you. Your ears were burning. You heard me. Oh yeah, it's been up there. Yeah, I added everything around it. Yours is the focal point. Because you did for me, as you were there. And Kenny's got his stickers. And I had to move some things around for me. I need to put up my brother's symbol somewhere. So I got a couple spots. But that's my backdrop. I have one spot there is for a guy who goes under name The Time Scales. He's supposed to interview me. Hopefully, he won't be too drunk. I say that only because, yeah, nice guy though. So, but wow, classic Shira. I never did. It was the time. Oh, put on the gloves for Sam gloves. I like with TV series. I never catch the beginning or the end, so I just jump in these things. Star Wars was the only thing I caught from the beginning, and then I didn't finish it. Ouch. That nail's long. That's a nose picker right there. That hurt. So I got the new ones, of course, and it's supposed to be new variants. There were variants of the new ones. Oh my god! And with Mr. Home Arcade showing off Leatherface. No, just saying. Yeah, if you like the gloves, display them all. But I'm here for the fans. I mentioned it last night too. Oy, oy, oy. I know something came into UPS store today, and it was after, of course, I left. I got because I pay to have the physical address for the post office to get my stuff sent, as Kenny knows. And if it's sent through UPS has issues with it, and sometimes it'll be sent back. So I finally just gave up and said, you know what, fine. If you guys just either send it to the P.O. Box number or send it to the UPS store. So I'm expecting a couple things. I'm expecting the Entertainment Earth orders to be through UPS store. Expecting my other Death's Head was coming in, which would be for B going to the dude making the heads of me. Channel does random. Thank you. Wow. My voice drops out at times when I'm doing the videos, especially when after the show, which I'm on next week's show of Legends of the Traveling TARDIS. I said I would be on every show, even when I'm on vacation. I made a counterpoint of, well, what was my counterpoint? What did I tell him? I said, oh, wow. Oh, well, you can't use this feature right now. We limit how often you can post, comment, or do other things in a given amount of time in order to help protect the community from spam. You can try again later. Screw you, Facebook, as usual. At least it's allowing me to post things again. I want to save this picture then. Like, such a nice picture of Mura from Aquaman. Like, she's like, oh, not Amber Heard, because she's just a. So I see. Whenever I get back to Vegas, I might be hanging with a couple of rock stars. True story. So that might not bode well, but it would also be 4 p.m. there, so you never know. I can at least try to convince Miss Temperamental to watch the show. We'll see. Late spring hasn't happened yet. I say you never know. My boss, Von Bolt, isn't very likely, but Lisa knows who I am. And she said, we're going to go to a restaurant for dessert first. Then her husband and I can go to a Japanese restaurant another day. Miss Temperamental. How about now? So I'm happy with what came in today. Yesterday. Happy with the DVD, the Blu-ray, the Funky SpongeBob, sonic screwdriver, the MTV, not Lego. We put that together. The 3PO, which I don't have any of the classic ones, but I do have. These from Target. So close as can be. Fast as fast can be. I do have them, so yeah. With that, there's the new version, and then you get the classic style using the 3PO from Empire. So that's how I get the arm thing. So I'm happy with that. Oh yeah. See, I think you got Toys R Us up there. We don't have anything down here. When Mega J Retro or Retro J, what do I call it? Metro? I call J Metro J, Metro J A. So I gotta get StreamYard working, so I can put him on. Because now I have 150 subscribers. Oh my god, my gloves! It was so amazing. My gloves fell off. Oh, 150 people. So I showed my clip. I showed my chalkboard. Showed my chalkboard last night. Metro J. Monday YouTube, Tuesday Legend of Charming TARDIS, Wednesday YouTube, Friday night Instagram, and Saturday again YouTube. So I'll give myself a couple of days off. Still gotta find the magnets. I don't know where they are. I was did the driver for my AMD CPU. It was just so close. It was like, oh my god, the 100 was a big thing for me, and then it'll be the 100 was the main thing, but seeing how it grew so quickly, because 100 took a while, but 50, like there it is, like wow. So everything now is just cake, tasty cake. And I'm not gonna hit 1,000 anytime soon. I'm not gonna do what my friend said that if you pay, it's like, hey, I paid a lot of money to pay my credit card this month. It's just nuts. I ain't going to do that stuff. But a distinctive piece of display piece fitting there, like, I reached the 100. That was amazing. To go 150, like, wow. Only because I'm on the Legend of Charming TARDIS basically every week. As I'd tell the truth. But then again, the truth was, well, I still have not watched the video of the Toxic podcast and what was said. I just, some opinions should not be stated. Mine is so generically, truthfully out there, but when it comes to certain things, I will not go there. I can go, what was said, I can, tell a story around it, and how other stories can link to it of manipulation. But let's just state that a person's choice is their own choice. Okay? If someone chooses to do whatever they want to do in life, so be it. It's no one's business but theirs. In general, we can say for us, We collect toys because we enjoy it. For me, it was my escape. As I couldn't all the things I had, put in the garage sale, things that I never focused on, the Star Wars figures that came from Canada. Go to Michigan, to Detroit, you're like, you're in Canada. Trilingual cards with Jawa with the plastic cape. The cards were gone now. And it's like, was this it had to be the Jawa. I don't think it was I don't think it was Obi-Wan's cape cut to cut down the size. I don't know. I just, it was a time period. Don't know these things. Or buying two of every figure to open them up. And like now they're just a lot of them are gone. I just like try to get rid of them. I kept the weapons. So I have real weapons from figures, Star Wars figures around. A lot of the figures are gone because I was trying to help out others, try to make money to get Doctor Who stuff. Was like, why did I get Doctor Who Target books? Why did I do that? Why did I obsess with that? Why did I ruin certain things because they didn't work right because I didn't fix it right? It's just a lot. We all just, fall into our, it's not triggers, not fallacies either. Things happen. Today, look, why again do I have these figures when I already have two mint ones? Because I was going to open one of them already. I had one mint set, another one I was going to open up, but these are so banged up. Yeah, I'll open up these, and then when I find the loose ones, saying someone wants the mint carded ones, sure. But then we look at things like someone posted on Facebook saying he ordered the reptilian. The new figure was orange and green. He got 5 of them from Big Bad Toy Store. He paid the extra $3 each, $15 more for a collector card, and 2 of them were perfect. The others were curved, not bent, just curved. Why'd you need 5 of them? You're not Mr. Home Arcade and make customs, are you? Because I would have been under Mr. Home Arcade, and he's got all that stuff just stacked, and like he's making customs. He knows what he's doing. Like, me is just, I want this. I want comic books. Comic books that need to be gone. They won't fit though. I will honestly tell you, they won't fit. I will be right back though. Is it a blessing and a curse that we go through? This is what we like. This is what I can tell you, I don't drink. I did for a year at a sports bar when I was playing National Trivia Network and singing karaoke. And that didn't get me anywhere but more debt. I don't smoke because I have asthma from... Yes, it won't fit. Okay. I try 1 foot. I don't drink, don't smoke. Last thing I drank was a small bottle of little shot glass thingy of Moscato, and it closed my throat up. And this was at the beginning stages of the breakup too. So why'd you chug it? I said, what's small? I was breathing through my nose. Thankfully, I learned to practice that over years, but I don't spend the money on that. That's good. That's good. Because with the price of cigarettes, oh my God. I do the cigarette order. I don't do the orders. I receive my orders from the vendor for cigarettes, and wholesale prices are like $5 more. The menthol, of course, is rising up higher and higher. But I think Marlboro cigarettes have dropped like $2, but the dip has gone up in price. It was supposed to be $3.29. It says retail unit price $3.29. My meat manager gets the grizzly dip. even though the wholesale went up and the price went up, he's still paying $2.99. But I changed the tag just to so people don't say, "Well, how come the sign says $2.99 on paper?" So I did what the paper said, and the customer's surprised by it, then they need to keep their mouth shut. I don't want to jinx it for him because he gets two things a dip. He has enough to deal with. He had health issues. He's like probably anxiety, all the stupidity that's been asked. He'll go and he will tell a proper story about what a customer asks, and it's like, wow. With my attention ADHD thing, I can't properly tell a story. That's why I feel so bad about trying to write it. Because I just like point, 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 point. Where's the exposition? Yeah, I forgot. I just try to get to the point of the story, and he's a storyteller. He's telling the whole thing. And I was like, how is he doing it? And when he says to the manager, you know, the more I deal with customers, the more I understand Thomas. So I guess I'm angry at work. But then it's like, okay, something else. I almost clicked the button on a Funko Pops 4-pack of Queen at Wembley Stadium because it was Funko had it for 70. This other side had it for 25% off, and then tax and shipping like $63. I almost pushed that button. I said, you know what? I can't. Because what about the Kiss set? The Kiss set just came out. And that's the horizontal, the horizontal 4-pack. And the one and there's also one for Queen, but the one with Wembley Stadium is like a big old square. And Freddie with the crown on, it's like, oh my God. I watched Live Aid. I flipped it back and forth. So, but at least I saw some of it. So I can say it was a time period for me to watch Live Aid. I was like, okay, I can put it there. But no. I went delete. I'm doing that a few things now. It's like, now when I did order that 3PO, it's kind of third time's a charm. The 3PO here, I'm going to open up. I'm going to put them right next to each other. Since I don't have the originals. I was out the time period I wasn't getting them anymore. Look, you see, I got the can't zoom. Oh, sheesh. If I had the picture in the computer, possibly. Let me bring it down. No big deal bringing it down. No. My interpretation of 3PO he had the dark red arm. They also re-released him later with a bright red arm based on the comic book and the actual movie. But this is the way it should have been. So I just darkened him up. The silver is kind of still tacky a bit. Always been. I painted his one hand to match from Ahsoka. It's like, this is what 3PO would have been if he was not put together all gold like in the last movie. It's like, you're probably wondering what happened to my arm. It's like, how'd you get a new leg? Oh, that too. Or in Ahsoka, we had two hands. So, that's my unique 3PO. He doesn't want to stand right. And to this one, I asked the guy, he painted it 5 years ago. He's telling me about the blue. I don't really need the blue. I just wanted the yellow and the brown to touch up. But, this is my custom of him. It's beautiful, So I got two of them standing across from each other. The cartoon version versus what 3PO should look like. He's going to tilt. Well, it's funny. So I will open up that one. Because this was the Empire Strikes Back version. Removable limbs. She should have made another one for leg. Actually, I don't think this is painted. This is 3D parts. This is 3D parts. He made this and painted it. The eyes. Painted the eyes, the neck, and the waistline. Or if someone can make a 3D part of a leg for me, then I can put a silver one. That'd be no. But so much. It's like I did not need this. All the comics, all the movies, all the toys that are still back there in boxes forever and a day, and looking, saying, I'm gonna bring it down, I can do videos on it. It made us happy at the time. And that's what we try to hold on to, that happiness to stop the society. And the way the UK is falling apart. I never would have expected that. I was expecting win the lottery by now so I can go see my brother and my sister-in-law and say what he had packed for me. It's like, what can I put in the suitcase? Immediately, it's only like bring so many clothes and learn to wrap up properly. Put on a suitcase. What's all this? These are my toys. These are all my Doctor Who toys. Look at it. Look at them toys. Because I don't want to have it shipped from here to there. But some things I would have shipped. Other things like, look, action figures. Yeah, me. I like Doctor Who. Go up to Scotland. And then there's Christian. Who has a 401,000? Oh, is it Lotto? Wouldn't doubt it. Between, I can look it up online, but it's another tab. I can look it up online. Let's see. Publishers Clearinghouse. Not Publishers Clearinghouse. Yeah, Publishers Clearinghouse. PCH. PCH front page. Because I can look up the lottery. Why did it keep changing the New York lottery? Florida. So Powerball is going to be 20 million tonight. Mega Millions is 464 million on Friday. Lotto is 1.5 million, and that's tonight. No, it's Lotto X. Lotto X. Now there's a regular Lotto again. All these, it wasn't when I got back in January. It was Lotto became Lotto X, and now there's another Lotto, and there's Fantasy 5. Is that telling me there's a Fantasy 5 and a Fantasy 5 evening? Oh my God, this is how they go. And there's a Cash 5. And there's a Lotto X double play. And there's a Pick 5. There's Cash Pop. And there's that Lotto Plus. Lucky for Life. Holy crap. I don't know. And also the addiction to the lotteries. The lottery is a 401k. Yeah, I don't have one. I did. When I left, they said, here's your 401k, because it was only like a couple years. So I went to Bells. I went to the bank. Key Largo? No. Wells Fargo. And I just cashed it. Like, cash it, pay my credit card, and I was done. But yeah, this is my 401k. All this stuff. I mean, I got the funky Pac-Man right there with a nose. I got the ghost monsters, I got my cool sonic screwdriver, which no one else has because I found it on eBay, and sadly the box is torn, so I'm really ticked off about that. But surreal entertainment. It's chrome and the chrome bits fall off, so it's not for kids to play with. It's for adults. They unlike the original or the gold plated stuff like that. It is. This knockoff version is the best one ever, but again, the it's not silver plated, it's chrome plated, so it's not spectacular. And they gave me $20. Tick me off. But I keep it back there. No, wait a minute. I'm wrong. I'm mixing two sonic screwdrivers. There's only that one, the original one, and the knockoff. It's 14th Doctors that has the regular and then the silver plated and the chrome, the gold stuff. Yeah, that was it. Too many things. But yeah, if I can start selling this stuff, some stuff will stay. Those are some fundamental right now. Give it a few years. I always got one of my Funkos. The Funkos are me. It's like, well, someone who has the same kind of hairstyle and doesn't have to wear glasses, wearing all these different outfits. So they could sell for half the cost. Say, here are the accessories. I'm selling them for more. You know, the award which I'll be having placed here once it's done. So, and going back to now that I have 150 subscribers, like, wow, I just like amazing. Should be 1,000 just because I'm UniQ. Because I have so much to talk about. So much to talk about, yet I still can't focus. Still can't clean. I have no idea what's over there. I know one of them. Oh, I know. That's the Funko I'm supposed to paint. But I still have Larry's body right here. All I do is take the purple pansy, do one more coat, then eventually go with the silver to go for the pop the head on, and that's it. I'll have Larry. But I had to wait for the little character figurine to be made of a lamb. Stick box. Then I can work on Linroth. I got to paint his face pink. I draw a little lightning bolt. Get a little white in his hair. Can't do anything the way the plastic flattens it out, but I can still add some white little streaks to do that little David Bowie thing. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. So much to do. So but I have reached the point of 1 hour. I'm going to clean this up and take a shower because it's humid out there. Not Florida humid. I don't miss the Florida humidity, but I do miss Florida that was before all these things happened. For being overrun so badly. The Florida of how was it back in my time? I was still busy then. But still better. Everything was better back in the day because not many people would move. Now it just Florida and New York and California and Vegas. Where are these people? Why are they allowed to reproduce? Why can't it be like China and say, no reproducing for you? There are too many of you stupid peoples out there. We're going to limit your... Because, the letter stood as an acronym. Fornication under the consent of the king. Like, did you know manure would easily catch fire? So when it was shipped on the boat, you'll catch fire and the boats would sink. So they came up with the acronym Store High in Transit. Store High in Transit. So all the poop was above. Yet the smell was there, but it wasn't down below in the boat, and it could not catch fire, and they would all go, "Oh." And if there were any people on board, I don't think they would have had the fornication under the consent of the king either. But I'm just saying. So, thank you all for stopping in. I always appreciate that. Always fun. Hour goes by fast, amazingly. And like I said, so we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Going to jump to Friday for Instagram Live, 9:30. Gonna try to keep it half hour. Thank you, brother. Gonna try to keep it half hour because, well, that's what the hour show here is for. And it goes to 2 hours on here. Oddly enough. I just want to do something Instagram Live because I usually I'm going to think of something. I was going to in and do something. This time is official. Instagram Live, Friday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Universal Time. Maybe I'll talk about my day on Thursday. And Saturday to be back here and say, well, let's see what's happened. Oh, yeah. Since I had the little box. Got it from Hobby Lobby for $2.50. I got a half off. Let's see what note I put in here. So the note of the day is you combine mayo and relish. Mayo and relish sandwich spread. That's all you need on the sandwich. Sandwich spread. But people may put on the sandwich. Oh, it's always been. Or mustard. So I'm doing the mustard mayonnaise mix. Like, one side mustard, one side mayonnaise. You don't want to cross it together. You don't want to cross the streams. But if you want to make a sandwich spread and put your meats on it, mayo and relish, try it. Did update my Raiden RX 100. The driver said we're just going to find it, whatever it is, and fix it. So I'm good with that. I know everything means I got to go on Twitch and follow someone. That's that 42C. So I got to do that. So let's go. Channel to the first one to pop in and popping in again. Appreciate it. Kenzo Creations, always grateful to you. I can't wait for the stuff. I can't wait. I'll move stuff around. Oh, yes. Oh, I would definitely move stuff around. Oh, that give me an excuse to move stuff around. Now that you're back. You're back. Sam Gloves. As I told you last night, Christian, this Sam Gloves, you look at the chat thing. He likes gloves. My pinky kind of got hurt there. Yeah. It's good for nose picking and ear picking too. Adam Radical Toys, thank you, sir. Like I said, you started it all off for me by creating the banner. So it's like everyone I deal with, Legend of Traveling Tars, collecting classics, Mega J Retro soon, the Planetary Society, Guardians of Gallifrey, Kenzo Creations, Timescales eventually, and got stuff there. So everyone's on the board. And of course, Traveling TARDIS, Christian Basil, which we shall be back on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Universal Time to cover Girl in the Fireplace. I can't even think of a ring, but I liked it, but it was a kind of a different like than School Union. We had Return of Sarah Jane, a tear Sarah Jane. It was it's like, oh, someone we cared about came back. I was Madame de Pompadour. I was like, oh, I just snogged Madame de Pompadour. It's like, oh, the love, but that whole other kind of love. And the sadness. So it's still it's going to be a high number for me. It's just a different level of emotions. The and the heartbreak So it's like a deeper loving towards a character and a deeper heartbreak of what happens at the end to the character. And the idea of everything in between is like, ugh, makes it's understandable. It's like, ugh, it's still a high number. It's still like an 8.9 or something like that. Anyway, all is good. Gotta think of another note of the day, put in there after I go hit the showers. Because boy, ooh. And I'll come back and do a review on Godiva chocolates. I am going to do that. I promise I'm going to do that. Everything else I don't really need to do a video for. I already did live. So please like, subscribe, share, comment. More people's, that's just cake. Tasty cake. For me. Well, then again, I'm unique. I know rock stars. And if things don't get so and everything else, I'm going to meet them in person. And there's that small chance that my boss, Jane Von Bolt, Velvet Chains, and Adversaries, will record some of my songs and put on Spotify. May not be on Von Bolt Band Spotify, but it could be on my own Spotify. I'm just saying, it could happen. So, thank you all. Have a good day. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly.